Today, we're making beef steak rancheros. And if you like sauteed potatoes, well, we're going to throw those in there too. So stay tuned because this recipe is up next. Here I've got about 2.5 pounds of beef carne taco meat. And it's pretty much just the scraps and trims off of steaks and roasts. But it's great for stews and it's outstanding for rancheros. And as you can see here, everything is relatively the same size. So now all we need to do is season it here with a little bit of kosher salt and pepper, some ground cumin, blackened seasoning, lots of good spices in this, chopped garlic, and 1 chopped jalapeno pepper. Now we'll just get all this mixed together, get it marinating. And you could do this the night before if you want, let it marinate in your fridge, or you can even get it cooking in a crock pot if you want to get a head start on it for the next morning. Now here I've got 2 frozen cubes of rendered beef fat. I'm going to add that to this hot pan, let those melt down here. We're going to use that as our oil base for our beef rancheros. If you don't have that, just use vegetable oil, olive oil, canola oil, and cook over medium-high heat. Now while you're waiting on that, it's a good time to go ahead and start cutting our veggies. I'm going to start here by chopping this onion. Now here I've got 2 small russet potatoes that are parboiled. So they're already pretty soft in the middle. But we're going to chop this up into portions as well. Just bite-sized pieces is perfect. Back on the stove, you can see we're starting to get some color on our beef. But it usually takes about 10 minutes or so for that color to get through and through. But once you've achieved that color, you can go ahead and prepare for the next step. I'm going to add a whole can of diced tomatoes. And you can go with fresh if you prefer, but these work great too. Either way, you end up with stewed tomatoes, so just use what you have. Now's a good time to switch the pans. Both burners are still on, by the way, but I'm going to add some olive oil here to this fresh pan. Get it mixed around the bottom, coat it evenly. We're going to go ahead and add the potatoes and onions right to it. Of course, we'll season it here with a few pinches of kosher salt and pepper. And the goal here is to saute the onion while we crisp the potato. And this is going to take several minutes, so we're going to go ahead and let it sit here and get some color. This is a good time to add a lid to the rancheros. And when you finally start to see some good color coming through, I'm going to go ahead and start adding some Mexican oregano. In my experience, a hot pan tends to release that oregano flavor. Makes it taste better. So you want to do that right before you add the potatoes and onions to the rancheros. Now just go ahead and work it in there, get it stirred up. Fold in those potatoes until it's smooth, and then we're going to cover with a lid and drop the heat down to a simmer. This is a good time to start cooking your rice. By the time this is done, your steak rancheros will be done as well. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Now here I've got a plate of white rice. I'm going to add down some frijoles, beans, and a whole ladle of that beef rancheros with tortillas. And there you have it, beef steak rancheros with potatoes right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.